Peace. Legacy building lady, Renaissance coach. Squirrels are getting after it behind me. They're having a good old time on this tree. But welcome. Uh, Coming on, this is day 2 of the Summer of Separation experience, Summer of Separation challenge. And I'm really excited. I know on the other side of this challenge, it's going to be amazing for all those that are participating. And what it is, the Summer of Separation challenge is about separating yourself from limiting beliefs, limiting patterns, things that no longer serve us. Okay? So this is going on live in the Renaissance Circle on the school space. So really excited about that. So we're diving into day 2. And today is all about tracing the origins of the pattern, because the reality is we don't come here with most of this stuff. Most of this, these limiting beliefs and patterns, are the origin of them. They come from our environment. So whether it was our parents, our grandparents, our aunties, our uncles, our teachers, school, preschool, you name it. All these things were influencing, and impacting us in a way that, that limits us a lot of times. They're imparting their beliefs upon us, and this Summer of Separation challenge is about separating from all the things, all those beliefs, all those ideas that no longer serve us. So today we're talking about the origin of a lot of those patterns. So the first question is based upon what we did in day 1, we kind of reflected on what is that one thing that may be holding you back. So for me, I share an account of an experience that happened for me when I was in the 3rd grade. And that kind of goes into, weaves in today. So it's what came up for you yesterday. That's what came up for me. And how old was I when that took place? So I had to be, if it was 3rd grade for me, I must have been 8 or 9, I think. 8 or 9 when that came up for me. And in reflecting upon that, I always feel it was an interesting experience, and I share this, and I share my story a lot from as a mother, as a mom as well, because we have those of us who have kids. That's why I feel it's very important for us to do our best, because I know a lot of us, want to have a really great relationship with our children, and it can be challenging, but definitely work on having that open, exchange with your kids. Meaning, you want to do your best to make your kids, and I don't want to say the word make, but allow that energy, that exchange, like they really can confide in you. They can talk to you and feel comfortable in talking to you. And they do that, because what happened to me in 3rd grade, it's interesting because it seems so simple, but it had such a crazy impact on how I expressed myself for years. But I was sitting in class, a young lady was giving a presentation, and I remember just being in the audience and, with my peers, and I overheard them whispering things about this girl that was presenting. And it hit me like, whoa, they're talking about her. Like, I don't want them to talk about me. I don't want them to talk about me about there, because they were not saying nice things about this young lady at all. And so I was impacted by that. And literally from that day forward, I took it upon myself without telling my mom, dad. I told no one. Just Ashley was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna head this off. I'm gonna make sure no one can say anything about me. I'm gonna just not talk. I stopped laughing out loud. I just stopped expressing. My whole thing was to go into a shell, to like retract, to go back, instead of actually, and let me say this, I have an amazing mom, dad. Now, are they perfect? Absolutely not. I'm not perfect, but probably if I would have went to them, or felt I could go to them, or had the inclination to, we could have potentially taken me on a different path. But for whatever reason, I took it upon myself to create that solution for myself. So it literally changed how I expressed myself. Instead of expressing outwardly like I naturally did prior, I just went in. Like I said, didn't laugh out loud. Presenting in school was horrible for me. Like I had all the negative self-talk. We just didn't want to do that. Like, and every time I did it, I always talked. I just further amplified the situation by talking poorly about myself and the experience. So for me, it was like, so 3rd grade, 8 or 9 years old, that set up for me, set up that happened for me. So then the question is, what did you decide about yourself or the other world at that moment? So what I said, it's like, you know what? This is not going to be a thing for me because because that's the thing about a lot of these things. We do these things as a protection. Like, we're naturally wired to want to protect ourselves. So it just felt very, what's the word I would say, just that was natural, a natural way to protect myself. Well, if her going out there getting up in front of people is causing them to do this, and I can see that this is not good, it doesn't sound good, doesn't feel good the way they're talking about this young lady, I'ma just, I'ma just not communicate. I'm not gonna say things in that way. You know what? They can't say anything about me, and oh, silly me. I love me, all versions of me, but how silly was I, right? Because we all know that whether you talk, don't talk, whether you're tall, whether you're short, whether you're big, whether you're small, people are going to always find some shit to say about you. Like, that's just how people are. They're not going to, it's always something. It's always something. And a lot of times that's just a reflection of how they are feeling a lot of times about themselves. But that's a whole another conversation. But whatever the case, getting back to this. So recapping, the first question is, what came up for you yesterday? So I shared, I'm sharing that it was that protection mechanism that I created within myself to just withdraw my expression, to conceal my expression, to hold on to my expression instead of outwardly expressing myself. I'm gonna hold it in. I'm not gonna share it with anyone because this is gonna protect me. If I just go in and don't say things, no one can say anything bad about me. But I'm sure plenty of people were talking about me back um, back when I was in school. And the interesting thing about that impacted me, that started when I was in third grade, and that followed me it's been definitely through high school. I think I remember being probably in my junior year of high school where I attempted to really start to try to shift it. Or was it my sophomore year? Maybe it might have been my sophomore year. Because there's a part of me that recognized this wasn't me, and I wasn't comfortable just the reason I feel like, to give it more depth, I don't feel it was comfortable for me because I don't feel like that was my natural expression. For some people, it's very natural for them to be more to themselves, and being to yourself is not a weakness, okay? Being quiet and being reserved, if that's naturally who you are, that is not a weakness. That's a strength. Because a lot of times when you're quiet and you're paying attention and you're just being observant, you can learn quite a bit. So I feel like sometimes there's conditioning, like, well, you want to be the person that's talking, because when you're in sales and business, it's told to you being outgoing. But each identity, each unique energetic blueprint or energy has strength. So don't feel like if you're not a natural, that something is wrong with you. That's not true. Just because you're not out there just all in people's faces and doing all the jazz, that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. That's actually probably a strength you may naturally have that you may need to dive into more. So I want to speak to that because I feel like that's part of the reason. That's an ideology that I feel impacts this whole comparison to other people. People coaching and telling people that they need to be something that they may not naturally be. Find out who you really are. Do your astrology, do your human design, do your gene keys. Shout out to my brother. He knows who he is. He told me about the gene keys, so I looked at that. But find all these different tools can help you to gain more insight into who you are, how you really operate, and how you show up in the world and how you're meant to make an impact in the world. So lean into that. Stop always looking outward. Stop feeling like you got to compare yourself to other people. No, you don't have to do that. There's something very unique and beautiful about you being exactly who you are. You just need to figure out what that is so you can show up in that. And of course, you can reach out to me. We can definitely look into things like that as well. Or I can refer you to some people that I know that are really like on that can help you with that as well. But definitely find out who you are at your core. Like, what is unique to you? What makes you special. I mean, everyone's special already, but sometimes in the environment we're in, we can feel because we're not being this way, or we're not being that way, we're not special, or that we're not unique, or we can't make an impact, when that's not true. It's just you need to find out who you are on a deeper level, and then that way you can show up in that, and you can show up in that very beautifully and very just comfortable, because yes, you know who you are. And that is actually something, as I'm saying, that I do work on. If you're a 40 plus woman, I rock with you, girl. I know, you know, it can be challenging, like, you know, coming online, showing up for yourself, but it's such a beautiful thing. Shout out again to regression work. That's a big reason why I'm able to come online and feel so comfortable. Pardon me. But come online and just feel comfortable in communicating and expressing myself, because of different energies that I had allowed in, and how those energies were being entertained within myself. I had a lot of things I had to get cleansed out of me. So the regression was very instrumental in moving things out of me. And just to kind of give you more context to what a regression experience is, and if you haven't tapped in with him, my mentor, Q Reeves, that's who I learned regression from. He's an incredible regressionist. Been doing it for many years, has done thousands upon thousands of them. I'm not too shabby myself, but that's my mentor. And it's a beautiful experience. All we're doing is simply walking you and guiding you into your own subconscious. So we're just setting the environment, curating the environment for you to go within your own subconscious and just find out what's going on in there. Because a lot of times that's where things are hiding, that could be limiting you or holding you back. So yes, definitely invest the energy, invest in yourself in the way, and finding out what may be limiting you on a deeper level. And like I said, you can reach out to me about that. I would love and be honored to work with you in that capacity. Or Q Reeves, like I said, I like to shout him out because I'm grateful for him and the work that he does. Because had he not been out there, because that's who might be missing out on you. What gifts might you have that the world actually may be missing out on because you have some kind of limiting belief? You have some kind of block that you need to get out of your way. Move that shit out of your way. Like, get it out of the way. Like, let it go. Separate from it. Come be a part of this challenge and have this experience. Let this shit go. It is not serving you, okay? Not serving you at all. So, I think I kind of tangented it. But yeah, I'm just passionate. I want you to really show up as your best self, your authentic self. Lean into that, because that's where your power is. There is nobody out here that's better than you. There is nobody out here that is you. That is really, people have said that before, but it's such a true thing. But that's why you really got to find out who the heck you are. Who are you? Like I said, tap into the tools. They're available to us. I can help you with it. Reach out to me. We can look at that to help you to really know who you are. Show up how you are meant to show up, and really start to serve and help people the way you uniquely are designed to help people. Okay? So, again, Summer Separation Challenge experience is going on live. Renaissance Circle. There's 2 tiers. If you want to go deeper, hit me up, DM me about that. We can talk about that and what that looks like. But if you want to participate in the basic tier, that's going on live right now in the Renaissance Circle. So tap in with us. Would love, love, love for you to be a part of the experience, to have this experience of really letting go of things and really transforming over these next 30 days. So until the next video, peace, love, and much progress. And divine remembering. Divine remembering. Peace, peace, peace.